Today we're going to talk about AI. So, you know how you're pesky if you have GoHighLevel and you're using conversation AI. You know how when your friends or your family or a business acquaintance comes in and they may send you a text message and you also have conversation AI turned on that line or on that line, you want to be able to make them inactive so the bot doesn't harass them. My kids say every time they send me a DM, the bot is now harassing them. The bot is really doing what it's supposed to do, but there is a way now for you to be able to turn that off, and that's what we're going to go through. It's going to be a quick 5 minutes, maybe not even that long, to set that up. Hi, my name is Jenifer Jay. I am the systems queen and I make systems activate with GoHighLevel. If you like this video and like my content, go ahead and like and subscribe to my channel. All right, let's get into it. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to hop into our GoHighLevel account and you're going to go to automations. Now, I am in my training environment, so you'll see a lot of crazy stuff in here because I use this system to train. All right, so the first thing we're going to do is we're going to create a workflow. So you're going to click on create workflow and you're going to start from scratch. And so, again, the first thing that we always do is we name our workflows. So, name it something that you know you'll be able to find. And you should also have this in a folder so that your workflow area is organized. So, if I was making a folder, I would say conversation AI or AI. So, what I'm going to do is say make conversation AI inactive. Okay. All right. And then I'm going to hit save. Okay. The next thing we're going to do is we are going to add a trigger. So the trigger is going to be a tag in this instance. So I'm going to click on add new trigger. I'm going to go to the workflow trigger that opens up the options that opens up on the right hand side. And I'm going to type in tag because I want this to activate when I add this tag. And so now, once I have it here, I'm going to click on add filters and I'm going to click on the select button and then I'm going to click on tag added. So when I click on tag added, it pops up a new option for me to select a tag. So I'm going to click on select a tag and I'm going to say make conversation AI inactive. Um, you can make this tag whatever you want. You could say conversation AI inactive. I'm just going to use make conversation AI inactive just to keep it simple. All right. Yes, that's a lot of words for a tag, but hey, it helps. Okay. So now, because this is not in my system, I'm going to click on add new tag. So I'm going to click add new tag and it's going to create that tag in the system. And so now what I want to do is change my workflow trigger name because I want to just be able to look at it and know what it says. So I'm going to say contact tag added, and then I'm going to put make conversation AI inactive. Now, again, this is what I'm doing. You can make your tag however you want. And then I'm going to click on save trigger. And then I'm going to click save in the top right hand corner. Now, what I want you to understand is that what happens is when whenever this tag is added, it's going to filter those contacts in here. So we want to make the AI inactive. So what we're going to do is click on the plus here, and we're going to go over here, and we're going to just type AI, right? So when we type AI, we're going to pull up all of the AI actions. The action we want is update conversation AI bot and status. So click on that so that it opens up the options for you. The only thing you need to do right here is change this to inactive. That's it. Now, I don't want the bot to reactivate, so I'm going to uncheck this. Okay. Now, why would you use reactivate bot? You can do this to say, hey, reactivate the bot after 24 hours if they come through here. Just turn it off for today. And no, that's kind of a use case because maybe you're messaging somebody, or let's just say you don't want them to get any of the bot messages. You can turn this off for however long you want to. Okay. But I'm going to turn it off totally. Right. And so I'm going to update the name, and I'm going to say make conversation AI inactive, keeping it simple. Right. And this is so because when you come and look at this 5 months later, you're going to be able to know what's going on, right? Now, these are the only 2 steps you need. I do add an additional step, which is I do add a note. So I add to notes so that I know what went on. All right. And so what my note says is this: I always lead with system generated note. I add the time and the date, and then I just say conversation AI marked inactive. Okay. And so I'm going to change my action name, add note to contact, and then I'm going to hit save. And then I'm going to hit save again. And then I'm going to publish my workflow. And so now all you do is you go and you mark them inactive. So how do you mark them inactive? Let's go to our contacts. So what you do is, let's just say you have a contact, right? And let's just say you're messaging the contact. Let's go to conversations. Let's just say you're messaging a contact. I'm going to use my daughter. So let's just say this person, you're messaging them. Now you're able to go right over here and add a new tag. So now I can add that tag right there, make conversation AI inactive. Soon as I added that tag, it's going to add it's going to add her to the automation, and it's going to mark her inactive so that she will not get any more um messaging from the conversation AI bot, right? So if we look at our enrollment history, we see that she was added to this, and her current action that she's on right now is add note to contact. And then if we look at the execution logs, you're able to see everything that happened. She was added to the workflow, it executed the tag, it added the note, and then now she's done with the workflow, and it gives you the time. And so that is simply how you mark conversation AI inactive. So if this was helpful, if you like my content, go ahead and leave me a comment below if you have questions. And don't forget to like, subscribe, and turn on notifications. All right. I'm Jenifer Jay, the Systems Queen, where we make systems activate with GoHighLevel.